Hello, and welcome to the Church of Fuck You. I'm St. Patrick. Well, church, we got our new Benghazi now. This is the topic, and what I mean by Benghazi is this is the topic that seems to never want to go away. And that new topic, and that new, Benghazi as I will call it, is Russia hacking the election. Apparently, Democrats have found it in their personal interest, in their personal fight, to figure out whether or not Russia hacked the election. And by hack, I mean, I'll get to that. But apparently it's a huge deal for them. Like, now, every time you turn on the TV, all you hear about is fucking Russia. What did Russia do? What was Russian involvement? Did Trump, collude with Russia to steal the election? And all this other wonderful shit that they just keep throwing out there. Now, I hate to break the news to the people, and to the media, and to the Democrats, but the majority of the people in this country do not give a shit whether or not Russia hacked the election, as they put it. And I'm going to give you 3 basic reasons why anyone who knows anything about politics and history and everything really doesn't give a shit whether or not Russia hacked the election. The main reason, and I'm going to start with reason number 1, is that all I've been hearing about for the last, 6-7 months, ever since this whole Russia thing has become the new phenomenon, is that, what kind of country would intervene in another country's, election? That is just unheard of. That is uncalled for. This is unprecedented. Really? Really? Because over the last 70 years, the United States have meddled in or helped to influence elections over 80 times. And I'm not even making that shit up. Over 80 times, the U.S. has tried to meddle in or has meddled in or tried to influence an election in other countries. So now that someone, they feel a country tried to meddle in our election, all of a sudden now it's just horrible. It's the worst thing in the world. Okay, so how about if it's the worst thing in the world, how about we stop fucking doing it first? Let's start there. But no, we don't bring that up. That's just... There's no outrage when we do it. No one gives a shit when we do it. But supposedly when it's done to us, now all of a sudden there must be FBI investigations. And there must be, answers for this. And there must be justice. And we must impose sanctions. And we must do all this other stuff for doing what we've been doing for years. And you want to know the sweet karma of this? One of the elections that the U.S. actually meddled in and got involved in and tried to sway the election of was, guess what? Of what country? Russia. Surprise! They meddled in a Russian election, and guess who did it? Mr. Bill Clinton himself. So think about the irony and the karma in all this. U.S. decided to meddle in a Russian election. And I don't know who won or lost, but, we tried to throw our influence into it. And now this shit turns around and happens to another Clinton when supposedly Russia is now meddling in their election. But now it's a problem. Now it's an outrage. Again, if we don't want to, deal with the ramifications of our actions, maybe we need to stop committing the fucking actions. If we don't want people meddling in our elections, maybe we shouldn't meddle in other countries' elections. Just saying. And another thing that I find, the point number 2, why majority of people really don't give a shit, or I'm sorry, I'll scratch that. I won't say majority of people, why I don't give a shit, is, okay, they say that, Russia hacked the election. Well, exactly what the fuck did they do? They hacked hacked the account of the Democratic Party, and they decided to release emails. That's it. They didn't, change any, voting booths. They didn't do anything, criminally illegal as far as hacking. Okay, fine. But they didn't do anything. They didn't cast, votes. They didn't do anything like that. They just released emails of one side. Now, the only thing I find funny is this. And again, just think of the irony of all this. The party that has been proclaiming that they want to be transparent and make government transparent is now losing their shit that somebody made them transparent. Think about that. The party who's been fighting for transparency is now angry that someone made them transparent. How fucked up is that? It's just, if you just let that sink in for 2 seconds, you'll see that it's all bullshit. Yes, they released emails of people talking, and some of it was about, recipes, and some of it was about other bullshit, and some of it was really juicy stuff that, maybe our media should have been trying to pick up on, but they were too busy, being unbiased and reporting the news, that they failed to, bring out shit like, the Wall Street transcripts and things like that, that supposedly Russia was able to bring out. Amazing. So not only are we mad that, they made the, one party transparent who supposedly wanted to be transparent, now the media is mad that another country had to come in and step in and do their fucking job of reporting an actual candidate's, philosophy or the bones that are in their closet. Now, my last and final point, and I'll just say this, and I'll try to be as neutral as I can. Everyone is upset, and I know people will say, well, that's fucked up because they only reported one side. What if they reported both sides? We don't know what was in Trump's email. If they reported Trump's email. So what you're saying is that we had all this negative shit about Hillary, and maybe if Russia would have, reported some of, Trump's emails, we could have had just maybe a little bit of negative shit on Trump. Like, maybe an old videotape that came out from 10 years ago about him saying something derogatory about women. Or maybe, the whole transcripts and the whole lawsuit of something that happened in 1970 fucking something. Or maybe, they could have found emails of him, assaulting women on a plane full of people and no one else seeing it. I mean, maybe we could have, found out his tax returns and how much he had on his income taxes and stuff. Maybe we could have found something negative about Trump if Russia would have hacked their email. Because apparently, we had nothing negative on Trump. You didn't hear anything negative about Trump from anyone else. So maybe if Russia would have actually hacked it, and released his emails, we could have had something negative to say about him. Think about what the fuck you're saying. Everyone, and again, I'm not trying to play bias, I'm trying to be neutral, but they have done studies on this shit. Like, for every 1 minute of negative shit of Hillary Clinton they showed on the news, it was like 18 minutes of negative Trump shit. How much more did you need? You fuckers didn't lose because of Russia. You just didn't. You didn't lose because the country's racist. You didn't lose because of white people. You lost because your candidate fucking sucked. That's it. Point blank. Get the fuck over it. Stop trying to make so many fucking excuses and so many reasons why you lost. You lost because your candidate fucking sucked. You lost because you decided to pretty much, I ain't gonna say cheat because that's a strong word, but you fucked over Bernie Sanders, the guy who probably could have destroyed Trump. But no. You decided to roll Hillary fucking Clinton out there, and you lost. That's your fault. Not Russia's, not racist, not white people. It's the Democratic Party's fault. Own that shit. All right, man, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is St. Patrick. I'm out.